Damn, I should just restart. Oh, no. Yo, whoa, it's actually showing the whole playlist. Sure, what's going on? There we go. Scuff. We're gonna be doing this really quick because we got a race recap and then a season finale, you know. What's up? Long time no see. Long time no chat. You guys want to know the standings? Because I do. Let me make sure Spotify is a little low so you can actually hear all the goodness over here. We have Jake Finn in P1 for the goal split. Noah McComber P2 for the goal split. Zach Manriquez P3. Albert Guiana P4. And Chandler Williams P5. Zach is going to be fighting it out against Albert and Chandler if tonight in Kyalami. So he's going to be holding down P3. We're going to have a special treat tonight, hopefully. And we're going to see who wins between Jake Finn and Noah McComber. In the silvers, we have Jacob Hart leading by an outrageous amount. 287 points. He's pretty much secured P1 is what it looks like. Francis is holding down P2. Jacob might be really close or close enough, really. If Francis doesn't show up or if he has a really bad race and Myri finishes really well, potentially Myri can get P2. Breedlove here. 187 points though. 4 behind Jacob Myri, so he's going to be battling it out with him. Or at least P3. The next closest to them is Alexander Saba with 141. I don't think that is enough to at least contend to that. Well, enough of that though. Let's see what we missed here in the race recap. A race start. It was a little spicy here in Spa. It was, let's put it lightly. Watching the back, we're checking out Myri and everyone go around the track. Chandler Williams was there too. Eventually, we're going to go up to the front and we're going to see McComber, Finn, and the rest of the crew, the top 5, heavily in battles here. McComber holding his own, standing ground. Finn forced to just stay behind. Albert Guiana almost going a little bit wide, but manages to hold his line, stay on the brakes. Really intense fight there. And eventually we're gonna go to the back. We see Jake Finn making moves, holding down at P2 right there. We're gonna go to the back and we're gonna check out Chandler real quick. Because he had an incident that messed with the whole grid here. He was attempting to get around Guiana. Guiana going a little wide, crosses in. They touch not once, but twice. And Myri got contact. Jeff Kelly got involved in that contact. Myri ends up spinning out and getting even more damage. Kelly goes a little bit off-road. Recovers from that, and eventually all 3 drivers end up rejoining track and continuing the race. Lap 2. Yeah, Noah McComber go a little bit too wide, just a little too late on the brakes. Allows Jake Finn to catch him on the inside. Especially coming into turn 1. Going up El Rouge and Radeon. Manages to hold them off. And eventually secures a P1. We're going to fast forward here. McComber in front. Jake Finn tries for a move. Gets him trying to go for the outside, and check this out. If you see the drivers behind them, they're doing the exact same move. We're gonna focus on this though. Jake Finn manages to perform a really clean overtake. Manages to outbrake Macomber and hold them off. Gonna show the replay again. Here we have uh why am I blanking out on names? Manriquez doing the exact same maneuver and overtaking. But brilliant driving there. Chandler Williams and Luke and Breedlove battling it out. This is lap 6. You'll see Breedlove going a little bit wide there. I don't know if I'll be honest, that might have been intentional. That grass clipping was not intentional from him, but I'm pretty sure he was trying to just let him through since he was the faster driver, or is the faster driver. In lap 9, Chandler Williams battling it out with Jacob Hart. Jacob Hart doing the exact same thing. Sees that Williams is on a hot one and decides to just let him through. And not worth fighting it over. Both of them losing an outrageous amount of time, but potentially getting into a tussle that no one wants and ending up with damage. And then that's a good overtake and good sportsmanship on Hart. Manriquez, you remember when he overtook Hart? Well, Hart this time getting him back in lap 25. Check this move out. Goes out wide, gets the racing line. Manriquez trying to hold his own, trying to at least block him from getting that nice clean line. Unable to do so. And ends up losing the critical position there. I believe that was for P3 in that race. Eventually, Manriquez ends up also losing the position to Chandler Williams. He ends up in P5. And you're a race winner here, Finn. Congratulations. Pretty much, I had a little, I guess we can call it a little bit of a rough start, but ended up being a really nice finish. Love to see it. If you don't mind me 1 second, I'm gonna... Well, it's still free practice here. We're about to switch over and go into the qualifying round.
Green line. Give it all you got.
We're probably gonna leave this honestly. No, never mind. I was gonna leave all the timetables and stuff out on the field so we can actually see everything, but it's just gonna get a little bit too cluttered here. Nonetheless, this is Kyalami. Let's pull it up real quick. A bunch of turns, a bunch of moves, a bunch of overtakes. Overall, a very fun track. Can be quite difficult, even more so in the rain. This is what drivers are having to contend with today. Not a huge grid tonight. 6 drivers. We do have a Jake Finn though. We're looking for Macomber. If he does not show up, this is Finn's win. For Manriquez, if you remember from the beginning, we have him battling it out with Albergina. So we have a fight for at least a P3 here. Actually showcase these drivers. Where are they at? Check them out. Here's Albert. Here's Manriquez. And there goes Jeff Kelly in the front. A little cameo there. Excuse me. I was trying to find my fact sheet with all the data that all the info of Kyalami. Maybe one day I'll memorize it. I'll go see Albert do a fat drift. Coming out of, I guess that was Barbecue Corner? Maybe the Jenski sweep? Turn 4, turn 5. Anyway, Kyalami, 2.85 miles long, 4.58 kilometers long. 16 total corners. The ideal setup would be medium downforce, medium to hard suspension. Not too bumpy here in Kyalami, which is a nice little bonus. Which is why you can get away with different suspension. And key action areas. These are the areas that we are going to be paying most attention to. We have Albert on a hot one right now. Also, Manriquez on a hot one. Albert putting down a 151.130. Manriquez with a 152.085. Key action areas would be turns 2, turns 5, turn 6, turn 7, turn 8, turn 10, turn 13, and turn 16. Pretty much more than half of the track is what it feels like is a key action area. So puts down a new fastest lap. Slightly improves 151.105. Let's get some of our other drivers a bit of time since we have so much of it. This is going to be an extremely personalized stream. Especially since we have 5 drivers only. Oof. Oof. Maybe I should join the track. Go bowling in turn one. Kick everybody out. Handicap. Handicap everybody. Manriquez is 2 tenths up on his pace. Not enough to take the podium spot of the P1 position from Guyana. But slowly but surely he is improving on his pace. I'm gonna stick with him until he completes his whole lap. It looks like he's kinda drifting on some corners. Drifting but maintaining traction. Extremely wet out right now in Kyalami. Not only that, compound that with nighttime driving and yikes. What a what a season finale in the dark. Kyalami with the rain. Talk about a double and triple whammy, especially coming up to this corner here, Cheetah. The very, very quick right-hander, you're gonna have to brake on time. Try to stay off that rumble strip, or if you are on the rumble strip, careful on throttle because it's a little slippery when wet. Enrique is gonna have another go around. We're gonna quickly jump to Guiano as he's about to put an extremely hot lap. The 7 tenths up on his pace, so that's gonna be a new personal best, an improvement to the record. If he doesn't slip and slide, losing a lot of time off that one mistake. Lost 4 tenths off that just one tiny slip. Still a huge improvement. He'll be able to jump into the 150s, the high 150s if he keep this up. What a huge improvement. He just gained all that lap time he lost from that slide back. Yeah, huge improvement. He lands himself at a 150.360. Zach is going to have his hands full defending for P3. My reason to piss. We're going to see what Breedlove is doing here. He starts his new lap. Currently he's sitting in P4. Pace not too far off from Myri, so it's gonna be quite exciting to see this battle happen. Both running a 152.7. Only 0.03 of a second off between both these drivers. Kelly also not too far off. He's running a 153.860. Still has plenty of time to get acclimated to the weather and potentially put down a really fast lap. Gonna off screen is about to put down a fast lap. It's either he's either getting extremely adjusted, really well acclimated to the torrential downpour that we have right now, and that's why he's running extremely fast laps. Manrique is also improving on his laps. He has a 151.332. I can see that. Relove improving his lap by a huge margin. He's running a 151.992, actually going up to challenge Manriquez. Excuse me, I don't know if you heard that I sneezed. Uh, looking like a lot of our drivers are calling it quits. The only one really left on track is Guiana here. If he can keep up at this pace throughout the whole race at 149 or faster, he's pretty much guaranteed to claim P1. Assuming the weather conditions stay the same and, things happen in race. Oh, as he mounts that curb. Usually mounting that curb is a absolute death sentence. Surprised to see off-four wheels still in between the painted section. And he pulls off a new fastest lap. Wow, 149.612. He just continues to improve. He's getting faster and faster and faster. The only one out on track right now. The rest of our drivers are in the pits, either relaxing and waiting for the race to start or adjusting their setups. What a drift. Seems like the Guiana's problem area is coming out of turn 8 and turn 9, the S's here in Kyalami. It starts off being at an awkward angle. Go from an elevated position to a non-elevated position. The corner is not banked in your favor. It's actually a little bit off camera. Off bank. So if you're not particularly careful on where you apply your throttle during inputs, you'll get into some precarious slides that will lose you time. At the best of it, and the worst of it is you'll end up in a wall. And that seems to be, this is, at least from what I can tell, Kiana's only problem area. In fact, let's actually see what he sees, shall we? Let's jump in the passenger seat with him. He's either knows we're watching him on stream and all eyes are on him and that's making him nervous, or of the first time we actually see him mess up really big. I heard from Gianna that he hates driving the Honda. That is, it's an unpredictable thing, I guess. It's predictably unpredictable. If you could tame the beast and keep it within your limits, under your belt, it's a very fast car. But as soon as it starts to get away from you, that's when uh, that's when shit really hits the fan, and you get into some dangerous situations. As we see here, Genna finally slipping for the first time. Well, not slipping for the first time, but actually spinning out. Don't you worry, there'll be plenty more of that. Probably not for him, but or potentially from him, but also from the rest of the creative. They're not careful. The rain will get them. With 40 seconds left in qualifying, I don't think anyone else is going to be going out on track. They're probably just going to be doing some finishing touches. While we wait for that, though, we can check out the timetable here. Yep. We had Williams. Oh, okay. And Finn here, but they're no longer with us. They It's either they saw a smoker and didn't want to partake, or they saw the rain and they don't want to partake. Both of which, understandable. As we have Guiana in P1 with 149.612. Manriquez in P2 with 151.060. Breedlove not far behind. He has 151.992. Myri holding down P4 with 152.757, and Jeff Kelly rounding us off at literally our top of 5 with a 153.860. As expected, Yana holding down the fastest lap also has the fastest sectors. If we compare this to Manriquez, who is next closest to him, he's gaining a huge amount of time in sector 2. 143.987 versus 144.802. Sector 3 is also no slouch. Sector 1, they're pretty much almost spot on. Just a 1/10 of a difference between both these drivers. Less than 1/10 of a difference. Seeing these cars at night is just a different experience. At least to me, I particularly like the aesthetic of the car, the visuals of the cars at night. We always see them in the daytime, so it's kind of nice seeing them at night every once in a while. As we check out all these cars, no one has a custom livery to my knowledge. I do believe that Breedlove has it, um, and I just he either never shared it or just won't show up for my end, which kind of sucks. Also makes him a kind of a liability, low key, because all black in a night race. Murdered out. Let's go. I right here holding down P4 in the all reliable BMW here. Two words you're probably never gonna hear outside of of this race. BMW and reliable, huh? Jeff Kelly rounding us off. The race is gonna be starting very, very soon. During wet conditions, it's gonna be something else. And away we
Green
go.
light, green light. Go, go, go.
Turn one is probably gonna be the most hairiest of the corners, to be honest. And we already have a driver going off. What's going on? Who went off? Enriquez. He has his lights off. Well, Albert's taken off. Kelly is in a little fight with Breedlove if he can catch up. Myri's also going to be battling it out with Kelly. What happened to Zach? I mean, besides his lights being off, so, you know, how are you even able to see? That hugely unfortunate. I want to be quite honest with you guys. He's currently in the pits, and since he Albert with a 159.457. Already pulling away from the pack. Has about a 2.5 second lead from Breedlove. Goes extremely wide, so that lead is gonna be cut short. Oh no, wait. I'm tripping out. I'm watching Kelly. Kelly goes really wide. The lead between him and Myri is gonna be cut out really short. I'm still a little flabbergasted by what happened to Manriquez. It's an unfortunate situation there. It registered the yellow flag, but I'm pretty sure it registered that really, really late. After at the 1 minute 6 second mark of the race. So let's hop into the passenger seat with Myri as he gets absolutely blasted by that water from Jeff Kelly. How are you able to see? Kelly going a little bit wide. Myri doing a really good job at keeping the ideal line, but he is slowly but surely losing ground. Albert puts out an even faster lap of a 154.577. Enrique is still in the pit. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna stay in the pit. Oh no, he's out. And he's pitted again. And he's gone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're left with 4. As Myri wipes out, no! He was keeping it close to Jeff Kelly. The rain is making it extremely difficult for him to get the traction needed to spin himself around the correct way. As he rights himself and off he goes into the sunrise and sunset. Well, there goes that. I guess for the next 54 minutes, 20 seconds left in the race, I could just blabber on about my day, my life, talk a little bit about cars, motorcycles, the new fastest lap. That again, I keep actively putting down. This time at 153.515. He's running away. Or what I'm probably gonna end up doing is just it might go quiet throughout most of the races because I'm just here along for the ride, just watching alongside with you guys. If anything particular happens, as Breedlove wipes out quite spectacularly. Kelly able to take P2. What a yellow flag incident. That was quite unexpected. Let's check out some yellow flags while we have a little bit of time. This was the yellow flag with Manriquez. Let's see what exactly happened. Just slow down. That's gotta be heartbreaking because you can't see the road. No lights. I don't know. There had to be some sort of mechanical failure on his end. Something happened. Something definitely happened. The other yellow flag is Myri here, who we're now spectating. Let's investigate and see what exactly happened here. I'm watching the replay right now. So far, so good. Looks like he just very lightly grazed. Oh, wow, he actually crashed out pretty bad. Grazed the painted section. Applied a little bit too much throttle and just wiped out. And our last yellow flag, at least for this current moment, is Breedlove. Not sure how or why this happened. I need a better POV. Let's actually watch that from the let's rewatch this. Hold on, from this point of view though. I think he just stepped on the brakes a little bit too late. Hit the brakes. Slow down. Due to the gravel and everything. The sand. There must have been a lot of standing water there, so as soon as he hit the brakes or applied the brakes, that immediately caused him to there's a specific word for it, and the word I'm thinking about is not it. It's when the tires are basically floating on water. I'm thinking waterboard, but that is totally the wrong word. Uh, hydroplane. My God, what? Probably just hydroplaned over the crest. And all four tires hydroplaned, and that's he just lost it. No recovery from that. Saved it though. Saved it from going against the wall. So huge plus. He's getting closer and closer to Jeff Kelly though. Right now he's 3.6 seconds from Jeff. You can just see him off in the horizon, right in front of him. Both of them are having current best laps of 154s. So only time will tell as to who's gonna get the upper hand here. Right now, Jeff Kelly, an overall gain of 3 positions from where he started, holding down a P2, which is quite nice. And I just noticed since Gianna is still here and Manriquez is gone, that means Gianna is most likely taking the P3 podium spot in the series tonight. If he manages to finish. Or if it doesn't even matter. He can, I believe he can just, at this point, just park his vehicle and call it a day. If I'm not wrong, we have Kelly, Breelove, and Myra here. Yeah, Gianna is the only gold classes driver tonight. He can just call it quits and he'll take all the points being in the gold split. Assuming what I'm saying is correct though. Yeah, that's unfortunate for just lag. I wonder if I can he posted something. Oh, here it is. Yeah, he did post something. This is why you need to join us on Discord here. You know, the 5FI Racing.com Discord. Where you can see all the shenanigans being posted here. Zach says, damn, my wheel stopped working. Couldn't turn on my lights, bro. That sucks. One little tip, though, if you are watching with Zach, or if you're going to be watching the replay, or if not, I'll just type it in the Discord later, is you can cycle through your menu while racing, though. So it's going to be a little bit difficult. And eventually you'll get to a section where you can toggle on and off your lights and a bunch of other little settings. From there, you can actually force turn on your lights. You can also do your blinkers and stuff like that. It is I guess it could be considered a failsafe for situations like that. But at least for next time. Good quality though. Quality P2 was not bad. Breedlove losing ground. Albert in not a great spot right now. The guys are catching up to him so quickly. He's gonna be rejoining safely. Safely. Nice. What happened? We are definitely gonna review that. He was ahead by near 30 seconds from what I remember. I actually stopped paying attention to the time or how far he was ahead because he was just so far ahead. Jeff Kelly, our current P1 leader, if he can hold down his fantastic his racing, his lines and everything, if he can hold down this consistency throughout the whole race, this is gonna be his first, dare I say, first podium spot? First P1? It can't be his first P1. And nonetheless, right now holding down P1, so hopefully he doesn't crack under pressure. Right now, still maintaining a nice, a fairly handsome lead. The Breedlove who's right behind him, 4.1 seconds roughly 4 seconds between him and Breedlove. He needs to run 154s, which is very nice. Shows the consistency in his driving. Yenna catching up to the Breedlove fairly quickly though. Only 1.5 seconds from him. Let's where this goes, shall we? How quickly one mistake can one serious enough mistake can cost you the race. As Gina was quite a substantial lead ahead. Myri was also fairly close to Kelly before he had his little incident, and now pretty far behind compared to everybody else. Looking like whoever can make the least amount of mistakes at night is gonna take the win. As Gena is now starting to put on a lot of pressure on Luke and Breedlove. Up in the passenger seat with Gena here, shall we? And he gets hosed down by Luke and Breedlove here. He's not committing to an overtake or a move on the inside as of yet. Respecting the position right now. Getting a little squirrely there. Lucan going a little bit defensive. Gena still holding down the ideal line. Pretty much at this moment, I would probably just be studying Lucan Breedlove and trying to get a run on him. Potentially here as Lucan goes a little bit wide. Gena, tiny little slip. He's 4/10 from his bumper, 3/10 from his bumper. Will we be able to do it before turn 1? Turn 2, sorry. Turn 1 is the kink. Weird. We are turn 2. They're battling. If it keeps going on, is this going to allow Kelly to get further and further ahead, which is going to benefit him and not so much these two. We do have 40 minutes left in the race though, so plenty of time. Plenty of time to overtake and to catch up, but that also gives Kelly plenty of time to start running away with it. Gena has the pace. He just needs to figure out where he can commit the move. He's getting a little slippery there. Definitely pushing to get the most out of that little Honda. This last current lap we had Myri still hasn't crossed the start finish line, but we had Kelly, Breedlove, and Gena all run 155s. Gena looks like he's actually going for a move now. He has the speed. He's been having the speed for quite some time. Actually makes the move stick. And nicely done. Now at this point is keeping that pace, keeping the consistency, and trying to catch up to Jeff Kelly. Good little run for Breedlove though. I failed you all. Nah, don't even trip, bro. I saw your lights were off and I figured that was the main issue. I just wasn't sure if that was the only issue. Yeah, no lights in the rain and it being dark though. I mean, I couldn't even imagine just trying to do this with no lights. Like, nah. I was trying to do the ultimate undercut. Couldn't even see my way back. Oh, dude. Feels bad, man. I know if, well, since you're here, I mentioned it already on stream. But, next time that happens, if you have it set up on your wheel, you can, pull up the UI. You know, where you can, like, check your tire pressures or, fix your pit strategy and whatnot. You can pull that up mid-race, and eventually there's going to be a setting where you can, mess with everything from your traction control to your ABS to all your lights. You can click on your lights from there. I think that's the, like, Hail Mary face fail safe. But doing that mid race is annoying and cumbersome, and you have to be paying attention to, like, not crashing at the same time of doing that. So yeah. Yeah, all that I had mapped to my wheel, I wouldn't even know how to begin with a keyboard, bro. Yeah, no keyboard. I'm lost on that one too. I have the same thing. I have it mapped to my wheel. The only thing I would do is if it fails me, I would try cycling through the tower and pulling up the data raw like that to turn on the lights. I think I've only had to do it once, and that was to turn off my hazards. So if you're here, you're about to watch a. I was gonna say you're about to watch a battle between Jeff Kelly and Albert Kiena, but what did I just miss? I took my eyes off screen for just the tiniest of seconds. Kiena wipes out. Oh, we got two yellow flag incidents. Let's review them, shall we? The first one with Kiena. Watching the replay right now, the helicopter view. So far, it's so good. Nothing looks bad. Oh, got a little spicy on the painted section on the rumble strip. Damn. He's going in for a pits though. Okay. The second yellow flag. Let's see what happened to Gianna in the second yellow flag. So far, so good. I would probably try to avoid that painted section as much as possible, especially in this rain. Oh, he just lost it. That car just did not like that input. So our first driver to complete the pit probably does not need to take tires, just need to take fuel. Maybe repair any and some damage. There's a puddle there for sure. Oh, definitely a puddle there. Jeff Kelly is holding his own though, being extremely consistent. Running 154s, 155s. Being cool, calm, and collected. Currently in P1. That's quite exciting. If he can hold down this lead, that'll be huge. Our Breedlove though is trying to close down on him. Only 5 seconds away from him, so what happens with 31 minutes left in still plenty time. One small little battle that we have here is Yenna versus Myri here. Oh, Yenna definitely pushing. Could have ate it really bad there as he touched the grass. Not a phrase you want to be here in ATC. Now go touch grass. How about? No, my goodness, he's slipping and sliding. We just lost a driver. We just lost Jeff Kelly. That's Genna makes a move and overtakes Myri here. Very nicely done. Looks like they both completed the. I think he completed the move without any slowdowns, which is quite nice to see. Both their races are not interrupted or one slight bit. Bro, what happened to Jeff Kelly? Oh no, let's look at the Discord. See if anything pops up here. He was leading and he just poofed out of existence. He rejoined us. He's in the pits. We do have a yellow flag. Let's see what happened to Jeff. This is a yellow flag for Jeff Kelly. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, wait, wait. Let me see this again. What was that? Hold on. That's not Jeff. Where is Jeff? That's gotta be so heartbreaking because he was doing so good at this race. He avoided accidents. Kept it clean for a good portion of the race, or for the entire race. Driving a decently nice pace. Decent enough to hold the lead, to keep and hold and maintain the lead. So, damn. We have Lucan who just completed his pit. But we just missed it off screen. Albergina overtaking him. Myri coming out, completing his pits. Jeff Kelly, I guess he completed his. It's marking that he has a pit stop, but that was just a. Ooh, as he gets a little squirrely, that was just a penalty for him rejoining us. As he now has to get his tires warmed up. Has to get into the flow of things, pick up where he last left off. This time though, 2 laps behind. As he, as he goes a little bit wide, he's definitely getting used to the weather and the cold tires and everything. That's a restart from scratch, literally. I'm actually very curious as to what happened to Jeff Kelly. What caused him to disconnect? Because every once in a while, the most recent time this happened was when I was in a race. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Roughly 2 weeks ago. I was doing really good in a race. Overtook many drivers, and then I lost connection. So by the time I rejoined, I was forced to be in the pits, and I just lost way too much time. And yeah, ended up just calling it quits right there and then. Yana definitely pushing, even when he doesn't have to, which is nice to see, I guess. Racing against yourself, trying to improve as much as possible. The down P1, having a couple incidents, but a couple of unfortunate. A bunch of other drivers, and he's back in P1. losing it. Breedlove having one crazy slide, showing how consistent he can be. Oh my god. In true uh streaming fashion, in the true commentator's curse fashion. As soon as I say something positive or mention any of their driving style, they start to slip up or mess up. That commentator's curse is real. I was gonna say Breedlove showing us how consistency matters in this race, especially during the rain. Currently holding down P2. Myri having one really big slide, big hit against the wall because of that slide. Abergena with a 152.952. He ran a really fast lap, new personal best for the race. I guess the rain is starting to die down just a little bit. Well, we'll see if he continues to improve, and that's how I actually will know that the rain is starting to die down. And we should be exceeding all our drivers run faster and faster lap times. Oh, but I was saying, Jacob Myri here having one big slip up cost him a huge amount of time. He was chasing Jeff Kelly, was a couple seconds behind him. An unfortunate situation for him, but right now he's currently holding P3. Jeff Kelly with a 153.990. As his personal best. So he is trying to make moves. Right now he's one lap down. 1 3/4. Nope, he is 1.5 laps down. One and a half laps down from Albert Guiana. He definitely would have been fighting it out with him if it wasn't for his unfortunate disconnect. I hate when it happens to me, and I hate seeing it to other drivers, because it's just extremely frustrating as he gets a big slide or a little teeny slide coming out of the SS. They're a little wide there. A little wide there too. Oh, I can definitely hear that. That Albergiana decided to turn up that traction control. You can hear it activating in and out, in and out. Let's hop into the passenger seat and see if we can actually hear it even better. Well, hear it even better after he stops having the slip ups. Oh man, the commentator's curses. I mean, we're giving him the spotlight and he hits us with a mistake. Oh, and a cool little drift right there. Yeah, you can definitely hear the tracking control kick in during the low speed sections. Kinda cool to actually hear when I'm not driving. We also had Lucan with the yellow flag there. We were in the passenger seat with Albert after he wiped out. Quickly got back on track. That is probably right. There has to be a puddle in the middle of the S's. Some sort of a standing water there that is definitely giving a bunch of our drivers. Let's actually review that. Why not? Now let's see what happened here. He's heading into the S's. This is turn 8 and 9. He's just on throttle and the rear end just gets loose. Tries to hold on, but not happening. So barring any other mistakes, any other issues, this is looking like what our finish is gonna be like. What the race is gonna end with. We have Albert in P1, Love in P2, Myri P3, And Jeff Kelly, P4. And Zach Manriquez, even though he's not here, he is getting did not finish P5. He'll be getting, I believe he'll get some point. I'll take it. Yeah. I do think you'll get some points. You know what? Well, since I'm here, it's 216 versus 207. What is that? That's 9 points. What's the scoring like? P1 gets 45, gets 39. I'm about to whip up the calculator. Hold on, hold on. There's no way. Even with Guyana's fastest lap of the night, I think you still got the win, Zach. I mean the podium spot. I think you held onto it by 2 points. I'm not quite sure how the points is going to be spread across. Oh, we have Jeff Kelly leaving. How is the scoring done here? Because we have two different classes. I'm assuming if you're gold split, you get your own class and own set of points versus the silver. So if that's the case, you're still gonna get P2 because there's no other gold driver. So you probably got P2. Yo, what's up? Long time no see. How was the race 2 days ago? I saw a little bit of the race. I saw you were holding down P5, I think, over at DRL in Bathurst. I didn't see the finish though. Jeff Kelly's back. Oh, he's having connection issues. It feels bad, man. Feels very bad. I know that. I know that feeling, and I hate that feeling. I got P4 at the end, and Kyle got P1 on track, pending a possible pen. Oh, was that the penalty with Oh man, it was that one fast guy. They were both at the top. I heard him mention it. That he messed up a little bit. Yo, but P4? Heck yeah, dude. Oh, as we see Breelove have an incident of his own, smacked into the wall. Honestly, I can't tell if he has damage because he's murdered out. Oh, that window says otherwise. Oh, poor Ferrari indeed. Oh my god. Oh, it's gotta be even harder to see now with the rain coming down like that. Luckily, there's 6 minutes left in the race, so probably gonna stick with it and continue the race, finish like that. And Kelly entered the pits normally, then DC'd, and he had to re-enter the pits under a connection. Does that mean his pit stop will not count? No, I mean he's got the car started, so I'm assuming he can just leave now if he so chooses. Yeah, there he goes. I think he's gonna have to take another pit, an actual like official pit. That's gonna suck so bad. He was doing so good in this race. He was actually holding up. Reed Love wiping out once again. This one we're actually gonna investigate and see what exactly happened here. Let's go back into the replay here. Okay, it's a little squirrely there. So far, so good though. Oh, okay. There's probably a huge puddle there in the middle of that corner, center of that corner. Yo, but P4 at Bathurst, top notch. I I like the Mercedes. I'm driving the Mercedes. If anyone curious, but for whatever reason, I hated the Mercedes in Bathurst. I was fighting the car way too much. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Especially coming down the downhill. I think it's called the Forest Elbow after all the crazy S's coming down the mountain basically. I'm usually able to hit fourth gear, then glide down and take the turn in second. Whenever I would try it in the Mercedes, it just felt like I had no brakes. Like I would literally be floating or flying over the crest. Oh, another spin by Relove, but what a save! Catches that out. Very nicely done. He just needs to hold on for 2 minutes, 19 seconds left. I think he might have to hold on for 2 more laps because Albert's going to finish this one and start the last lap. It's so easy to lock up there. Almost 60% break there. Drift King and break.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Leaders on the final lap. Give him the spotlight. Oh, that's one thing that I need to fix on my wheel. My I have a little spin dial or whatever. That's basically where I control my brake bias. I was trying to increase my front brake bias in the Mercedes in Bathurst because it was 55%, so it was almost 50-50, and I hated it. And usually I would be doing this on the fly, sometimes corner for corner, depending if I need it. My wheel just wasn't working. I couldn't adjust the brake bias, so I was forced to hold that amount of braking percentage. That was miserable. Bathurst was miserable, which sucks because I typically like Bathurst. I'm just gonna chalk it up to my inexperience in the car, but I still like the car. I just don't like it in Bathurst. Rant over. Vienna is about. Oh my! What a drift there! Thought he was gonna spin out. He's about to cross the start finish line. He goes wide, manages to keep it within the walls. And your season 10 of season 9 Ra-
The leader has finished the race.
race winner finishing it off in a spectacular fashion. Albert Kiana here. Coming in P2. Looking pretty low. I mean like 60 like brake pressure. Wait. I mean like brake pressure. That would be impossible. 60 upfront brake bias. Nah, I've done it before. I actually prefer it. At least in Bathurst, I think. I want my fronts to be more loaded. Maybe I'm just weird. Awkward. Where's... I only see 2 drivers on the map for whatever reason. I think Breedlove just crossed the finish line. I'm not too sure. But Myri coming in third. Oh, Jeff Kelly coming in fourth. He Series of unfortunate events. You could have potentially fought for podium. Who do we have left? Is the real question. Yo, what's up, Albert? Good win. 10 out of 10. So, Albert, since you're here, I was doing a little bit of math. If my math is mathin' right, then I think Manriquez still got P3 by 2 points. I think. But we're gonna have to see when the scores and everything, when everything's all calculated. Because my math is probably not right. What I am interested to see though is Breedlove and Myri here. Actually, why am I talking about it? Why don't I just show you? So they're off by 4 points. And Breedlove finished ahead of Myri, right? You're following me here? Oh, scoring. If we go to scoring, the difference between P1 and P2 is 6 points. So since Breedlove came in first in his class, Jacob Myri came in second in his class. Breedlove gets 45, Myri gets 39. Who cares about that? We're just gonna calculate the difference, which is 9 points, and he needed 6 points. I'm pretty sure my math is not mathing right. But if that's the case, I probably need sleep because I don't have much sleep. I think Breedlove managed to clutch up the win and beat out Jacob Myri, and he claims P3. No, we need. No, we need. Hold on. We need the calculator. I'm gonna do this off the air and then I'll just try to announce it. I don't know, whatever. But for now, at least, it's gonna be exciting to see what exactly happened. We don't have an announcement for season 10 yet. But when that happens, go ahead and sign up. I'll broadcast it no matter how big or how small the lobbies are. If it's just one car, we're gonna be watching one car go around the track for a whole hour, so. From now on, I will drive easy mode cars, bro. Hey, you were doing really good with the NSX, at least in the rain, because I heard that thing is a handful. I heard that Audi. I heard the Audi's an easy mode car. You should try that next. Well, a nice little race here in Kyalami. I'm in a different league. I am in a different league. Does the race start at 9 or qualify? Yeah, quali. Quali at 9. But then on, let's go. I think quali starts at 9. The 20-minute quali and then the race. And the race starts. So the race ends like 10:30. 10:30 your time. 8:30 my time. Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna change for next season. We're probably gonna vote on it, or we're gonna see if anyone wants the tracks. Everyone cast their votes. And nonetheless, so I will, you guys, not next week, next season, whenever it starts. I can skip quali. I can probably tango. Hey, do it. Why not? Make it a last to first mission. That's always fun to see. I know for sure I'm going to be hopping on the DRL server and practicing because, I at least want to get one a really good race. So be ready for next week. Just saying. Even though I don't particularly haven't raced in that. Yeah. Oh, that's right. We have Donington Saturday. Wait, that means I think we have Donington Saturday, and then in DRL we also have Donington. So this will be actually pretty good for me because then I'll get double and triple practice. Nonetheless, though, I'll see you, Albert, on Saturday. Get ready for that overtake because I'm gonna make it happen. Hopefully, I don't disconnect like last time. Yeah, boy. And I'll see you, Daniel, on Tuesday, with DRL. Get ready for that overtake. Probably not, but a man can dream. And I'll see the rest of the 5FI family and friends, family, and viewers here. I'll see you guys the next time we come around. When that is, who knows? Anyways, I've been blabbering for way too long. I'll see you guys later.